Hey guys, what's going on? Sharp Thinking here. I have this Military 2 here for us today. So this is a knife that I just did a original military video. And that was by design. I knew this was going to come. And yeah, so this is the 15V Triple B edition. I really admire what he does. Him and Roman and Steve and all of them have done a lot for heat treats and stuff like that within the industry. So, I mean, I figured if I was going to give this knife a shot, this would be the one to do it with. It's got a lot of things that I like. It has a stonewash blade as opposed to our typical satin, which this one is a bit dirty. But yeah, so it's starting to patina a little bit, but nothing you can do about that. So if I were to rank blades by finish from Spyderco, it would kind of go like this. So this is a PM2. I don't know why I felt the need to introduce it. Stonewash, DLC, satin. I really don't love the satin. But yeah, so these are all kind of loosely related. And that, you know, at first I was kind of annoyed. I love this knife. I love the liner lock. I love all that stuff. And I've been vocal about some of the hotspot issues of this knife. However, I think I was a little unfair to the knife in general in prior years. And that's okay, you know. We learn, we grow, and things change. And here I am telling you, this is a bomb knife. It's amazing. Is it perfect? No, I don't think anything is perfect. I've had very, very expensive knives that also weren't perfect. And I think that's the case with both of these as well. And yeah, but that's not about the military one today. So we're going to talk about this. It arrives tip down. It very closely resembles a PM2. And I think that's kind of the draw that a lot of guys have to it is, you know, when I was a kid, this was the knife, the full-size USA-produced Spyderco to have. There wasn't anything else, really. I mean, there was the police from Japan, which kind of, for whatever reason, never caught the traction that this knife did. But yeah, this thing was like kind of the jumbo knife to have from them. And you know, for that reason, I think a lot of guys gravitated towards it in that time period. But fast forward, you know, the compression lock and all that stuff is the Spyderco to have, and now this has evolved to be our military. And you know, I think in my military yap session, I kind of made it sound like I was not going to like this. But again, I wanted to give it a fair shot. I got the 15V. And after getting it in hand, I can say it's much better, surprisingly much better than I was expecting. And I actually do really like it. Now, hotspots, we're always going to have those. On a folder especially. It's very, very difficult to get away with not having a hotspot. I mean, from Chris Reeve to, you know, customs, it's tough. So when you do stuff like this with a clip, and I said I was going to carry this tip down in my live stream video. I don't know what to call that. Live stream, I guess. So see how close it is to this lip here? That really creates a hotspot. And it's going to look like there's no difference, but see how they did that on the military? They kind of centered this. I mean, this swells up, but imagine if it didn't. This would be centered within the handle. And that does actually kind of form more of a curvature. Normally, clips are going to be a hotspot regardless, but you kind of dodge that sharp catch of this, because when you grab it like this, you're gonna, you know, apply pressure up on here and here. So I did find that. I'm probably going to have to switch it to tip down or tip up. God, I hope I didn't just mess that up. I'm carrying it tip down for now, but I might have to switch it to tip up. And another reason, the detent is super light, super mushy. You know, obviously, it's hard. It's hard to make every knife perfect. I would have liked it to be more like this. And surprisingly, the strongest detent of the bunch is this. I cannot like break through the detent without the knife fully deploying. And, you know, it's, I don't know, doesn't matter that much, I guess. But I'm kind of between back pocket carry tip down, but we would still have the ergonomic issue, or front carry tip up, but I'll have my phone in the pocket with the knife. And I don't know, that should keep pressure on it. And, you know, obviously the blade opening up this way is kind of worse, but I figure if it's up against, you know what, my phone would be in the pocket regardless, so it'll stay shut tip down. But yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that kind of hot spot that I found already. But I think most of you guys are gonna carry it tip up, kind of like this guy. This, for whatever reason, I don't know if these ship tip up or tip down. I'm assuming they ship tip down because of the clip, but most guys carry this tip up, which is really fascinating. And a quick size comparison for you guys. The Police 4 versus the military. The Police is so big. I'm sorry, Military 2 and the Military 1. So these knives are actually almost identical in length, and the blades are very close. One of the things that I was doing when I did my unboxing, I went silent during the video, and I couldn't continue because it didn't make for good video, but I kind of set them over each other and just kind of looked at their silhouettes and the curvature of the handle and all of that. And, you know, it kind of put me at ease with the knife, knowing that, you know, of course I would be heartbroken to see this discontinued, but, you know, I can make this work. You know, if I want to carry something like this, this will do a good job. Full steel liners, the knife balances a little bit differently. Balances right around here. So pretty good balance on it. I mean, that to many would be perfect, whereas this guy is a little front heavy, but more or less the same, right about there. But I think you are further back on the handle with this guy, just because of where the cutout is here. But yeah, something I've pointed out before is working with the knife. When you have a compression lock, you have half the surface area here to go against your hand, and that can create kind of a hot spot right in this area here. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna carry it a lot, and yeah, I'm gonna be fair. I know I used to be kind of a dick and just not like stuff that was new, but I'm trying to get out of my old man ways, even though I'm 27, and be objective, be reasonable, you know. And yeah, so I think that's why most of you guys are here, is even if the truth is inconvenient, I'm gonna say it. And yeah, so far I don't hate this. I thought I would. It's a little weird holding the Millie too. Like I said, you know, growing up, we used to think about, hey, what direction is this band gonna take? What direction is this knife gonna take? Because we were all into knives, all into similar music and stuff like that. And we talked about the Millie, and I remember the conversation, and we were like, oh, it's gonna have a, you know, titanium liner, and, you know, because a lot of people think that this is a titanium liner because it's heavily blasted, but it isn't. And, you know, oh, it's gonna have this and this and this steel, and, you know, it's just, it's funny to have it in hand now. And yeah, so we'll see. Tip up, tip down, not sure yet. And yeah, so far I like it. It's nice. I like the curvature. You guys know I am a huge fan of knives that have a blade with kind of a positive tilt to it. So if my handle is straight like this, parallel to a surface, my blade is pointed down. And I have plenty of blade axis. Let me set it down here. So about from here on, I can make contact with a flat surface. And if it's elevated, probably further back, like here. But yeah, I'm excited. 15V should be good stuff. Stonewash finish, I love it. You know, fit and finish on this is great. Very smooth, it falls shut. And yeah, I got a good sample. One thing that I am curious about, and it's been a problem, I haven't seen it a ton on militaries, but in PM2s and stuff, you will get a hairline crack here, and I'm wondering if maybe the longer blade will provide more leverage. Now, I'm not trying to diss a heat treat from Triple B or anything. It's just more of a Spyderco issue. But I'm wondering if I really applied pressure in some kind of abnormal way, if we would see a hairline fracture, or if this knife would be more susceptible to them than, say, a Para 3 or a Para 2, because of obviously it having more leverage on that spot. But with steel, I'm sure leverage has hardly anything to do with it, and it is more of a manufacturing issue. But I'm wondering if there is already a problem within a blade, not saying this one, but in general, if this would be more prone or faster to actually crack. But yeah, I like the G10 color. It's cool. I love browns and greens and blacks and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I like the organic colors. It's one thing I don't like about this specific knife is the G10 color is kind of weird, but honestly, it grows on you. It's, you know, it darkens up. It gets almost a patina of itself, we'll call it. But all right, guys, I think I'm over talking now. So yeah, so far so good. We'll see. I'm gonna carry this guy for probably a couple of months because of the amount of time I have with this. I just want to give this every shot, and yeah, I'll hit you with a conclusive analysis when the time comes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.